So now that we're at the axis of symmetry, on the x-axis, anything on the right side of this, the domain would be x is greater than -2, because these numbers are bigger than -2. And anything to the left of the axis of symmetry, that's where the numbers are smaller than -2. So that would be where x is less than -2. So y'all, it's one of these two answers. Okay? So now let's take a look. Decreasing. Remember, we're always riding in the car from the left-hand side, or the roller coaster. So if I'm riding, this is the part that's decreasing. Well, what x values are those? It's the x values on the left side of -2, and on the left side, that's where the x values are smaller than -2. So that right there is your answer. Okay, so now some of y'all that didn't know what to do at all, now I want y'all to take 15, 20 seconds and now relook at the second problem at the bottom. Yes, ma'am. Oh, yeah. I want y'all to relook at the problem at the bottom. Find the axis of symmetry. Find the axis of symmetry. Do exactly what I did. Thanks for reminding me, I almost forgot. Okay, so let's see what we got. All right, what's the axis of symmetry in this second one? Shh. Shh. What's the axis of symmetry in this second one? Okay, so I heard -2. Let's take a peek. It appears it is. It's the same axis of symmetry. I didn't mean for that to be that way, but it is. So my axis of symmetry is right here at -2. So y'all, on the x-axis on the right side is where all your x values are bigger than -2. X values are less than -2. So one of these are going to be your answer. So let's look. Determine the domain. So again, we're driving from the left, and if we're driving from the left, we're going to go uphill right here. So it's this in it right there. X is less than -2. Okay? Okay, let's flip over. Okay, now, y'all, these actually have a start and a stop. If you notice, okay, and these are kind of probably representing real life situations, okay? These little guys here don't necessarily represent real life situations. Let's take a look at these. First of all, I'm going to find my axis of symmetry, where it changes. That's right there at the 4. Okay? Okay, now, I need to read my word up there. I am looking for where it is increasing. Okay? This or on the right? Increasing. On the left, because again, I always drive my car from the left, and now I'm going to go uphill. So increasing is right here. Okay? Well, y'all, we've got a start and a stop. It's an in-between statement, so that's where this comes in. And what to know. 0 is what this is. and 4. That's exactly right. So the interval where it is increasing is in between 0 and 4. Be careful that you don't answer like 25 here. Okay, that's a y value. That's not an x value. Okay? All right. Determine the domain where symmetry, where it changes direction. That's going to be right here. Again, this one's at 4. And notice it stops, so that means I've got to write an in-between statement. I froze. It starts at 4 and ends at 9. So this is my interval where the function is decreasing. So just a little. Good? Okay. Attention, okay. So what I want you guys to do is, remember, one of these variables needs to go away. Straight down, straight down. Is there any variable that when I combine straight down, it is going to disappear? The 9x, then combine a positive 9 and a negative 9. Okay, so do you see we just eliminated the y? We're going to combine straight down. So what is negative 8x and negative 10x when I combine them? Okay. That's gone. Bring down your equal sign. And now we're going to combine here. What's 9 minus 9? Y'all, I got a two-step equation. Are y'all keeping up with me? What do I do to solve? It's not a two-step, it's a one-step. I got one more step to go. What do I do? Divide by negative 18. And I get x equals 0 divided by negative 18. Okay. Y'all. One of the variables. How many variables are up there? Y'all, we hadn't found the y yet. Now we know the x, we hadn't found the y yet. So y'all, what you do, just go up and pick one of these and plug the x value in, and then all we have is y to solve for. It does probably choose the top because it's got less negatives in it. I try to stay away from negatives. So I'm going to choose this one, and notice it's so what is this going to sound like? Negative 8 blank plus 9y equals 9. I'm going to say it again. Y equals 9. So let's write it. Negative 8 blank plus 9y. Substitute in that blank. Yeah, see, not hard. Okay, now y'all, this is multiplication. What is negative 8 times 0? That's 9y equals 9. How do I solve this? Divide both sides by 9. 1. And you need to know that your answer is an ordered pair on the graph. This is an ordered pair. So your answer looks like this, and you got to be careful which goes what. What goes in the first spot? 0. So basically, in a picture, this is two lines. That is where they intersect. That's your answer. So not too hard, right? I want y'all to now erase, and I want y'all to write this second one. Erase and write this second one. Get that second one written, y'all. So, like amazed. Okay, if y'all have that written, I'm going to try not to write, and I'm going to try to guide y'all. I want y'all to look straight. I need you to pay attention, honey. Eliminating means goes away. X, because what is negative 4 plus 4? So y'all can just cross that. Okay, now I want you to combine straight down, bring down your equal, combine straight down. These cancel. Negative 5 and positive 9 is a positive 4y. Don't forget your y. Bring down your equal sign and combine negative 20. Y'all notice it's a one-step equation. How do I solve that? Divide both sides by 4. Okay, am I done? I'm not, because I only have one variable. Now remember last time we had the x. Y'all, this time we have the y. So I'm going to go plug the y in. Y'all, I can pick either one I want. Which one do you think looks better? That first equation or the second one? The second one, because y'all see there's no negatives in there. Where is it going? It's going where the y is. So I'm going to plug 5 in for y. So what does this sound like? 4x so 4x plus 9 blank equals 25. What goes in the blank? This is just a multi-step equation. So y'all, this is multiplication. What's 9 times 5? Okay, so now we've got 4x plus 45 equals 25, and it's a two-step equation. So what's my first step? 45 on both sides. Bring down the 4x, bring down the equal sign, and 25 minus 45 is negative 20. It's a one-step equation now. What's my last step? Divide both sides by 4. Okay, so what do I get? Okay, and how do I write my answer? Ordered paper. Negative 5 is the x, it's got to go first. 5 is the y, it goes second. There's the math in it. Okay. I want y'all to erase your boards and write this. And you should be able to look straight down and something's going to go away. And I'm Once you get as far as you can get, as soon as you write both of these, you should be able to look straight down and something's going to go away automatically. So immediately when I look here, the y's are going to be eliminated. When I combine here, I get some of us were forgetting to combine, and now I'm going to divide both sides by 3. The next mistake I saw is some people tried to make that a 0. 3 divided by 3 is not 0, it's 1. Okay, that's an X. And now I'm going to plug that in. Made your first one a Y. I think you had a Y there. See, the Y is canceled, Justice. It's going where X is, so did y'all pick the first one or the second one? Okay, so if it's going where X is, it's 5 blank. Blank minus 5y equals 25. I'm going to put a 1 in the blank. What's 5 times 1? Okay, now it's a 2-step equation. 5 is positive, so I'm going to subtract 5. I hope y'all didn't let that sway y'all. Okay, now I've got negative 5y. I combine, divide both sides by negative 5. Okay, so how do I write my answer?
4 parentheses.
1, negative 4.